Welcome back, everybody, for the next webinar. Now we will have Conor Dowd from AMCS, who will talk a little bit about using technology to gain an advantage in metal recycling. So use case of their software, especially for the metal recycling industry. I don't want to tell you too much beforehand, and just wish you a lot of fun, and let's go.
Good morning, welcome and thank you everyone for joining us on today's AMCS webinar on the topic of using technology to gain an advantage in metal recycling. We have some great content for you about managing a metal recycling enterprise in a complex and competitive global economy. To respect everyone's time today and keep things moving, we won't be taking questions live, but please do feel free to put any questions you have in the chat window and we will get back to you as soon as possible. So without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to our speaker for today, Mr. Conor Dowd, who is Head of UK Sales for Waste and Recycling at AMCS. Over to you, Conor.
Thank you, Andy. Good morning, my name is Conor Dowd. I speak with a little bit of experience today, gained from my time as General Manager of a European recycling company. I'm a firm believer in using technology to hardwire and automate repetitive best practices and workflows when it comes to recycling. At AMCS, we specialize in such technology, focused on automation, driving efficiency, protecting revenue and margin. We are an established company in that 6 of the top recycling companies here in the UK use our recycling platform. We've over 200 users worldwide. Okay, so what we are looking to communicate to you today in terms of takeaways is to give you a clear picture of how technology can help you deal with today's challenges, particularly in the metal sector with the specifics of the scrap sector, how you can harness technology to improve productivity, drive efficiency, and ensure regulatory compliance. We show you how technology can help you to manage your metal recycling operations in a very volatile, complex, and competitive global economy. And finally, we show you how to leverage the most innovative digital technology to improve your processes and techniques. Just at a very, very high level, our company, AMCS, is the largest software solutions company in the sector. We have over 600 staff in 23 countries worldwide, servicing over close to 3,000 customers. So we have a large depth and breadth of customer types. So if we look for a moment at our UK customer base, we will see that we have a diverse selection of customers. Some of these are the UK subsidiaries of global multinational companies, right through to brokerages, right through to family-owned regional firms. And these include both ferrous, non-ferrous, and specialist companies, etc. So quite a broad diversity of users. Our solution set we we describe as the AMCS Platform. So what our AMCS Platform is, it's an enterprise-grade solution that runs in the cloud. It incorporates the best practices and workflows of thousands of our clients worldwide, and it consists of what we call 6 pillars. The core one, which we'll talk about today, we call enterprise management, and this is where we operate and manage the core aspects of running a recycling company. So this covers everything from purchasing material, weighbridge and scale operations, customer contract management, asset management, production management, transport scheduling, right through to sales of outbound material. It's complemented by the second pillar, which is our mobile workforce set, which comprises of solutions for your mobile workers, including your drivers and your collection fleet who need a paperless solution for digital route sheets, for customer order information, and for allowing the driver to capture photos, signature, and to track their GPS locations. But it also composes of a new generation of mobile workforce solutions that can be used in your yards to grade stock, to sort stock, to classify work in progress, and to manage and record stock. So it's really about enabling mobile workers, be they in trucks, be they in your yards, and allowing you to integrate the input of that mobile workforce with the actual back office of enterprise management. That in turn is complemented by our vehicle technology, which allows you to, for example, weigh material on your trucks prior to it coming to your weighbridge. It's also complemented by our intelligent optimization suite, which focuses really on optimizing your assets. What it allows you to do is, it allows you, for example, to automate the optimization of your collection schedules of your fleet each day. It can work out which are the right trucks, what's the right route, what's the correct sequence to collect the customers in. It also can be extended to other areas like forecasting demand, measuring, for example, fill level sensors in bins or containers to understand when is the most optimal time to go out and collect them, etc. Digital engagement is at the heart of the digital transformation that we see in the scrap industry, where people are using portals, websites to connect with their customers and suppliers. And effectively what we're trying to do there is we are looking to provide information on a self-service basis to customers, things like their tickets, their certificates, reports, statement invoices. We're allowing them to download that information. We're allowing them to place orders. This digital engagement technology can be used for dealing with your customers, be they suppliers or people you're selling to, or alternatively, they could be third parties like haulage organizations or subcontractors you're using. And finally, the final pillar is our analytics module, which consists of a data mart and some embedded intelligent reporting tools, basically to allow you to harness, leverage the data to generate actionable insights into your data. Okay, so we look initially at the first pillar here, which is our ERP platform. And as you can see, it's very, very comprehensive. It's an end-to-end solution, fully integrated to give you full visibility of the supply chain. So it covers everything from logistics, inbound collections, or be they gate customers who present the material to you. It manages the weighbridge operations, pricing, contract management, i.e. purchase agreements, scale and weighbridge operations, receipting, grading, the whole management of your processing from moving from scrap to finished goods. And it also manages the other side, the outbound sales contracts for domestic export, or if you're using another broker. So you can see in this chain that there's a lot of complexity in terms of moving right across the solution, from receiving the material and setting up the price to executing the ultimate sale. What you need to run your business, particularly in the scrap business, which is characterized by a lot of volatility in pricing, a lot of complexity, and a lot of challenge of working in a global environment, that you have some specific challenges around the time lag. So you really need an integrated system that can give you visibility on your data, on your margin, on your stock, so that there are no surprises at the end of process. At the end of the process, that you can make the expected margin that you budgeted for when you bought the initial material. So effectively, our solution allows you to streamline each of these processes from procurement to processing to sale and finance. It's purpose-built for the business world of scrap, and it is designed to standardize your workflow, your processes across your operations or many operations or line of businesses to give you that visibility and insight into your operations. One really key part of it is the financial part, in that you do not need a separate financial part to manage your business. We have an integrated financial GL system, so all the financial information is integrated and there's no reliance on a third-party system, which is essential where you're buying and selling material. Okay, So these are some of the challenges that we see our customer base looking to address. Some of them are general, and some of them are very, very specific to the challenging metal scrap recycling industry. The first one, as I've alluded to already, the challenge is how do you integrate all aspects of your supply chain, of purchasing, operation, and finance and sales to really to reflect the fact that there's volatility, that there's a time lag, and there can be a lot going on in your plants or multiple plants. So essential to that is to have a single ERP that addresses all of those processes and workflows end to end. The second challenge for digitalization, we will talk about this a little later on, is the quality standards are critical. It's a very, very subjective area, quality standards. So it's very important to have the tools to allow you to be able to grade all incoming material, to measure any non-conformities, any non-compliance, and to make sure you're paying the correct amount for the correct amount. We talk about this in the context of inbound grading. Regulation compliance is also becoming more onerous, both on incoming and outgoing. Clearly, you know, in the UK market, we have mandatory legal requirement to authenticate each seller of material. We've built a very sophisticated system to do that in a rapid basis. But we also have support for regulation compliance in terms of all outbound loads, ensuring that all the correct export documentation is there, the TFSs, the annexes, and that all the necessary photos and details are captured and can be reported upon. Self-service is an area we see a lot of clients moving on to their next wave of digitalization. Many companies began with just moving from paper to digital, getting rid of paper, and now we see the next wave being to provide information to their customers and to their partners, and allowing them to self-service via portals. Another area we see ripe for digitalization, which we've realized with some of our customers, is asset management, and that's really ensuring that you understand the performance, you understand the costs around the various high-cost assets that you deploy in your business, be it plant, skips, vehicles, etc., and that you have KPIs and a way of measuring and optimizing the use of them. And finally, one area where we see a lot of digitalization is in stock management, in terms of knowing and understanding what stock you have, what were the costs attached to the material as it moves from raw materials to work in progress to finished goods, and also to be able to perform valuations and to be able to do that in real time, so you always know what you have in your yard, what it costs you, and how much it's worth in the open market. Okay. So the first challenge, and I've talked about this, is integrating the supply chain. It really is about giving you complete visibility on the important business drivers and KPIs across your business, and standardizing your processes. So, for example, how you grade your material should be standardized, whether it's ferrous or non-ferrous, whether it's your local depot or it's a remote depot. So our claim is that we automate every aspect of the business, from procurement right through to sale of end material to finance. The outcomes that drives, it provides you with information that's available, it's accurate, it's real-time and accessible across your business. It allows you to standardize business processes and workflows to drive efficiency, to protect revenue and margin. Clearly, with digitalization, you're eliminating all these manual, paper-bound processes, you're eliminating spreadsheets and PDFs, etc. All of these manual processes, all these first wave digitalization solutions, they carry cost and they carry risk of errors. The next area that we focus on in terms of digitalization, the challenge, is increasing quality and protecting margins. So we have developed a very sophisticated inbound grading module that really allows you to break down in granularity material loads that they come in. You can break it down by percentages, by weights. You can identify any contaminants, any mixed classifications, and you can capture all the photographs for that. This can be done on the weighbridge, or we have an application on a mobile app that could be used by the banks person. So it's a very sophisticated grading app, and it's integrated with the weighbridge, and it's integrated with your stock management or your inventory management. So it does real-time adjustments to the stock. And what it means is that you can show your customers that are selling you material that you have a very, very robust grading system, and that you can show them very, very quickly what the result of your outturn is and how much you're prepared to pay them, and if there are any deductions or changes on it. So it's showing a very, very robust automated process, and it is protecting, most importantly, your margins, protecting you on the quality side, and protecting you against any unexpected financial consequences. The next topic is increasing self-service, and again, this is an area that, for expectations, I think, from both buyers and sellers and third parties, partners that you might have, like haulage companies, are increasing all of the time. They want to get real-time information. They don't have to deal with your administration staff. They don't want to be calling, getting emails. They much prefer an option to provide self-service. So again, all of the information that we capture that's relevant to buyers, sellers, and transport companies, be it orders, photographs, waste transfer notes, any exception items, any reports, etc., we can make them available in a secure, real-time fashion on the portals, and those authorized customers can come in and self-service themselves anytime. So this takes a burden off your administration staff. It allows you to differentiate your service and be more responsive and agile. The next challenge is clearly the metal scrap industry is a very, very asset intensive industry. A lot of the equipment, the plant, the trucks, the containers are expensive. And we have made it our goal to provide tools to allow you to both monitor and improve asset utilization. So, for example, if we take containers, your skips, etc., we have devised a solution that will allow you to track skips and containers using QR codes or barcodes, and effectively it puts you in a position where you know where your containers are. Are they out at customer sites? Are they in your yard? Are they being repaired? And it allows you to look at things like, am I getting correct, regular enough turnover on these containers? Am I really sweating those assets? One of the areas I referred to earlier was intelligent optimization of your collection fleet. And again, historically, most manual planning has been done in the scrap industry of collections of material. It's been done manually, very, very much dependent on the time and expertise of the transport planner. But generally, it's a time that takes activity each day. However, with our range of intelligent optimization solutions, we have algorithms that would automatically build the collection schedule each day in a matter of minutes at the push of the button, taking into consideration all the variables like size of trucks, size of bins, time windows for each customer, loads available to collect, etc. Again, a very, very smart solution to reduce planning time, to reduce transport cost, fuel costs, and increase utilization. So also includes quite sophisticated features like bin sensors that will send in messages to indicate when a large container is full. So again, all oriented at driving skip container utilization, getting more from your assets, and reducing your fuel and transport costs. Stock management we talked about. Again, when we talk to our clients, this is one of the areas that they are really zoned in on, that drives their management. Visibility on stock clearly is critical, so you need to have an accurate and timely view on this. So our solution records stock in real time based on the truck weighbridge or the platform scale. So any adjustments, any input you get, or any adjustments you get from our yard applications, like our grading application, the classifications and the weights are updated in real time. And in fact, we go one step forward on that, and for non-ferrous material, we use barcoding to allow you to track the life cycle or the journey of the material from raw materials to finished goods. So at all time, you're going to have a full view of your stock, whether it be on your sites or on third-party sites. We have a comprehensive stock valuation system, so we capture and record all your internal costs, your costs for your baling or your shredding or your handling, etc. We clearly capture the costs that you paid for the material, and then we can value that against market prices. So you have the information at your fingertip to be agile and responsive according to market changes and volatility, and you should have no surprises when it comes to getting your expected margin yields. Regulatory compliance is becoming more onerous, it's becoming more costly for the scrap industry. So we have built in a standard, a range of reports for the various country environmental agency reports. And we also have built in a standard, the necessary documentations, photos for all exporting of materials as these become more onerous and more tasking. I think I spoke already, we have a patented, fastest technology in the industry to be able to scan and record and archive the ID of all buyers, and then we can store that and reuse that again. We have our own data warehouse, an embedded business intelligence tool to allow you to produce your own reports and to give you the insights into what you need in the business. Again, the outcome is to give you assured, lower cost, highly automated compliance. So finally then, this is the end of our presentation. We gave ourselves 20 minutes, so I have completed this at breakneck speed. However, please feel free to reach out to me at any time. I'm more than happy to tell you more about our solution, learn more about the issues and challenges that you have on scrap recycling. If I were to leave you with some takeaways on our solution, it's end-to-end, it's purpose-built for the industry, it's built to drive automation, efficiency, and profitability, reducing and eliminating all redundant work and protecting your margin and revenues. Thank you very much for your attention today, and I look forward to talking to you in the coming days and weeks. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Conor, and thank you all very much.
Well, thank you, Conor, for that presentation. Thank you all for being here and viewing Conor's presentation. Next up, we have a German webinar again about recycling von Verbundwerkstoffen from Mark Sombasti. I would be happy to have you there. The next English one will be at 4:15 later on from Gary Moore from UNTA, and he will talk about an innovation showcase they've got about how to shred up to 200 mattresses in under 1 hour. I'm very interested in that one, so come back to this. Thank you so much for being here and have a nice afternoon, you all. Bye bye.